Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE 2K19 Universe Mode, as brought to you by Sir Games Enough. Now, I've been doing stuff on another channel of mine way back in the day with WWE 12, WWE 13, even WWE 2K14, 2K17. But this is the first real Universe Mode that I thought out, that I went into with a plan, and I just want to share with you how our draft turned out. We have three different shows, three different companies, if you will. We have WCW, we have AEW, and we have WWE. With WCW, they will be on Monday nights running Monday Night Nitro. That's right, folks, Nitro is back. AEW will be on Wednesday nights, and they will, of course, be producing their weekly show, Dynamite. And then WWE, as always, on Fridays with SmackDown. So we're going to do a quick rundown of who's on what show, how this draft shook out, and what titles are going to be on each show. And then as we progress, you will see pay-per-views that are specific for each brand. Each of these drafts were done with a random team generator just on the internet to make it fair and to make it kind of fun. We did tag teams. If I saw fit that a tag team could go together, they went. This order has nothing to do except with what the game deemed as a power ranking. So we'll just go through each roster real quick, and you can see who's on which show. We have Shinsuke Nakamura on WCW, Seth Rollins, the Architect, the Yes Man, the leader of the Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan. We have the Bludgeon Brothers, Rowan and Harper as a tag team. We have Finn Balor. We have Cedric Alexander, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, the B Team, Killian Dane on a singles run. We also have Matt Hardy without his brother Jeff, Sami Zayn, Razor and Akam is in here somewhere, the Authors of Pain, Chad Gable also on a team with Jason Jordan, American Alpha, teaming up once again. Chris Jericho comes home to WCW. Heath Slater, Kurt Hawkins, Kenny Omega, which was a big steal for WCW. Nick and Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks, joining their friend, their elite teammate, Kenny Omega, Batista. And we're talking OG Batista. This is 2004, 2005 Batista. Stone Cold Steve Austin. And folks, when I looked at the original layout of the roster and how it all split out, to me, this stood out as one of the two major steals for WCW. I think you'll catch on to the other one here in a moment. We have Sting, obviously the heart and soul of WCW. He's got to stay. Bret, the Hitman Hart, along with Jim, the Anvil Neidhart. Somewhere in here, we have him as part of the Hart Foundation. We'll kind of go from the bottom, I guess. Vince McMahon, what a huge change-up. He has run the WWE for many, many years, many decades. But in this draft, everybody is on the table. Then we also have the War Raiders of Hanson and Rowe. Or are they Viking Raiders? I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out as we play. The British Bulldog, Buddy Murphy. That's a pretty exciting one. Christian, Captain Charisma. And then we have the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray, Spike, and Devon, all on WCW. We have DDP, which you can't have Monday Night Nitro without DDP. Mr. Kennedy, Wade Barrett, Sheamus. But folks, Vader, Kane. How big is Kane coming to WCW? And Ric Flair, that is a very familiar face for Nitro fans. But also we have Ultimate Warrior. And folks, this is the one, besides Stone Cold Steve Austin, that I think is going to shake up Monday nights on WCW Monday Night Nitro. It is The Rock. And after seeing all of these huge stars come over to WCW, you got to be asking yourself, well, who does WWE have left? Well, we'll talk about that in a moment. But for WCW, they are going to have the big gold belt, the World Heavyweight Championship. They're also going to have their version of the United States Championship. If you've never seen that belt before, you're in for a treat. And then, of course, we are bringing back the WCW Tag Team titles. Now, for AEW, All Elite Wrestling, Wednesday Night Dynamite, we have, big old boy, beefy boy, Braun Strowman. We have another big boy in Samoa Joe. We have a little boy, but very talented boy, Johnny Gargano. And then, of course, the charismatic Enigma, Jeff Hardy. Did I say Enigma? I meant Enigma. Adam Cole, which means the Undisputed Era comes along with him. Bobby Fish, Roderick Strong, and of course, Kyle O'Reilly. Then you have Drew McIntyre, the Scottish Psychopath. That's a very exciting one. Kevin Owens, the KO show on Wednesday nights. Ekman Razor, the Authors of Pain. I think we might have an issue here. I don't think they're supposed to be on both shows. We'll go back and we'll see. Maybe, I think the Authors of Pain are only on Wednesday nights. We'll go back and see what's going on there. Tyler Breeze and Fandango, of course, Breezango. Ty Dillinger coming to Wednesday nights. R-Truth, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford, the Street Profits. John Cena. Now, when I look at the rosters and I try to determine what the most stacked roster is, when you go past John Cena, already we see how stacked it is with the Undisputed Era and with Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy, John Cena. But then look, Rey Fenix, one half of the Lucha Bros, along with his brother Pentagon Jr. Then we also have Volta, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Kazuchika Okada from NJPW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, lost Okada to AEW, Rob Van Dam, Eddie Guerrero, the Macho Man, ooh yeah, Randy Savage, the Rated R, Superstar Edge, Matt Morgan, Hangman Page, Cody Rhodes. I'm exhausted. I am mentally exhausted just going through that list of A-grade talent. But then, if you go past that a little bit more, you have the Legion of Doom, Animal and Hawk. You have Dominic Mysterio teaming up with his dad, Rey Mysterio. The Mysterios coming to Wednesday nights as a tag team. We also have Chris Masters and Carlito, the Masters of Cool. Jon Moxley. We are not doing Dean Ambrose in this universe mode, folks. We are going with Jon, the freaking psychopath. And here's the thing. I love Jon Moxley. I was a huge Jon Moxley fan before I was ever a Dean Ambrose fan. Jon Moxley is exactly who the man is behind the character. Dean Ambrose, we're not here for the PG crap. We're here for the real deal. We also have King Booker, and then the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Cesaro, Rikishi, and EC3. Folks, if you don't think that to just dominate this universe mode, you got something else coming to you. Now, of course, we also have titles. We have the AEW Championship. We are doing an AEW TV title. We are not doing the TNT title. And we're doing the AEW Tag Team Championships. Now, for the final roster, we have WWE. And we gotta have the homegrown boy, Roman Reigns, right? But then we also have AJ Styles, The Miz, Brock Lesnar, The New Day, Big E, Kofi, and Xavier, Aleister Black, Andrade Cien Almas, The Revival, and Scott Dawson, and Dash Wilder, Baron Corbin, Rusev, Velveteen Dream, Carl Anderson with Luke Gallows, The Club. The Good Brothers are coming to Friday nights. We also have Pete Dunne, who is part of a tag team with Tyler Bate. They are British Strong Style. We also have Bobby Roode on a solo run. We have Jimmy and Jay Uso, the Usos. We have Goldust, Aiden English coming along with Rusev as part of Rusev Day. Victor and Connor, the Ascension. Rhino, Primo, and Epico, the Colognes. Be honest with you, we were just trying to get everybody as much as we could in. Kalisto, Lince Dorado, and where is he at? He's in here somewhere. He's got to be in here somewhere. Oh no, we might have lost Grand Metalik somewhere in the shuffle, but he is also part of Friday night's Lucha House Party. John Cena, CM Punk, the Hurricane. John Cena, what are you doing in WWE? He might have some creative pool. We'll have to find out what's going on there. Triple H, of course, if we're going to talk about creative pool, we got to talk about Triple H. We have John Morrison. That's the Miz's friend, so maybe they'll work out some kind of deal. Goldberg, Team Angle, which is Kurt Angle, Shelton Benjamin, and Charlie Haas. Look, Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas are there. Why is he called Team Angle? We don't know. We all know, of course, that is Kurt Angle. The man who is running the deal, Shane McMahon, Then you have Ricochet, and Ricochet and Aleister Black might also team up to go for those tag team titles. That'd be pretty cool. Umaga, which will be a very interesting dynamic to see how he'll interact, especially with people like Roman Reigns and the Usos. Perhaps there's a tribal faction coming along there. Bobby Lashley, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash, the Outsiders. Randy Orton, The Big Show, MVP, The Undertaker, and the Alpha Male, Monty Brown. Oh, and Goldberg! We can't forget Goldberg either. As you see, WWE has a very stacked roster. Friday Night SmackDown has probably the most stacked roster. AEW, I would say number 2. But number 3, even though WCW does have an incredibly stacked roster, they have an exciting roster, interesting matchups that are going to be coming down the pipe. And then obviously we have, for WWE, the WWE Championship, and we're going back to the old circular Gold Eagle belt. So that'll be fun. We have the late 90s, early 2000s Intercontinental Championship, and then we have the mid-90s WWE Tag Team Championship. So all very exciting stuff. Each show is going to have between 4 and 6 pay-per-views. They'll have some of their own individual pay-per-views that'll take place in certain months, but there will be months where a show will not have any pay-per-views. So they will have to fill that time up, and perhaps we'll see some title matches on just a regular weekly show. As we go through this, we're going to do one episode will be 1 week's one show for each individual brand. So the first episode will be WCW Nitro, the second one will be AEW Dynamite, and the third one will be WWE Friday Night SmackDown. The reason being, we're going to play these matches, we're going to make it fun, we're going to make it exciting, and we're going to take our time with it. These episodes could be an hour. Shoot, when we get to the pay-per-views, we might be looking at a 2-hour show. So make sure you strap in, folks. We got a lot of exciting things coming your way, and we can't wait to see you for this year's Universe Mode.